won't give you any philosophy. I will give you practical tools. Right in this moment, you will change, you will transform. Most of us, and most of you at least, the anxiety, the stress, and the depression, and the overload that we carry unnecessarily. So that will be totally released today after just a few practices of meditation and breath. So these tools that I'm using, they are universal. They are universal because your breath is universal. So basically, I'll be using your breath. In the teachings of the Guru, this is called Pavan Guru. What is this called? Pavan Guru. Your breath is your Guru. Your breath is your guide. So whenever you need any guidance, the closest to you is your breath. The Sufi masters, that's a beautiful quotation. Somebody asks, where is God? Where is totality? Where is completion? Where is perfection? And the Sufi masters, it's a poetry in Punjabi. The Sufis, they say, Teri samani gali de vich rahinda, aa do galiyan ne. Aa do galiyan ne. Two roadways. And constantly the breath is going and coming. Going and coming. And this going and coming is giving you life. It's giving you the experience of life. It's giving you the experience of completion. So teri samani gali de vich rahinda, ni tu jeda kar puchti. That which you are searching for, completion, perfection, teri samani gali de vich rahinda. You miss it all the time. The truth is under the nose. And we are always looking it here. There's nothing here. This is only active when this is active. So today's session is on the breath. My friends, to start our journey today, the first thing you must do is straighten your spine. When your spine is straight, now listen to this. When your spine is straight, your mind is straight. And when your mind is straight, your intention is straight. And when your intention is straight, your intuition is straight. And when you have intuition, automatically karma is also straight. So make sure. This is a very important and a very overlooked. This is called posture. When you change your posture, you change your personality. I repeat, when you change your posture, you change your personality. If you're constantly sitting like this, the mind will also come down like this. And you will not be able to look forward. And the moment, even how terrible situation you are in, try this experiment. If you can sit with your spine straight, immediately there's a shift in the mind. So when you change your posture, you change your personality. And when you change your breath, you change your life. So these are the two things we're going to focus on. When you change your posture, you change your personality. And when you change your breath, you change your life. And what else do you want? You want to change your personality and you want to change your life. So my friends, spine is going to be straight. And for this beautiful practice, ordinarily we inhale and exhale through the nose. But just for this practice, to make it more intensive, okay? So it's going to be an intensive. To make it more intensive, we're going to use our mouth. And how to do that? Imagine you have a straw in your mouth. And like you will drink water, you will drink breath. Can you try that? Okay, don't be shy. And I know this may be something very weird and very different. Some of you may not have been exposed to these teachings. But my friends, these teachings, even before I shared these tools with you, there is already smiles on your face. So imagine how effective this is. You don't even know yet. And something is already started to glow up. Imagine what will happen after this session. Okay, so you're going to imagine you have a straw and you're going to inhale through the O mouth, we call it. And you exhale through the O mouth. So inhale through a straw and exhale through a straw. Okay, everybody clear on that? So look at those smiles. So it means that either you're finding it funny or either you are just excited what is going to be coming up after this. So let's close our eyes so we don't look at anybody. Okay? Okay, everybody close your eyes. Spine straight. Okay? And just be receptive. And as I mentioned, these teachings can be very new to most of you and you may be thinking what we are doing. But whatever you're going to do is going to transform you. It is your breath. It is your mind. and it is your own body, and it's going to be your own transformation. Eyes closed, left eye is time, and right eye is space. I repeat, your left eye represents time, and your right eye represents space. And when you close your two eyes, you shut time and space. At this moment, you don't have the concept of time and space. You only have thoughts about time and space. I repeat, I hope you understand what I'm saying. That is the power of the two eyes. When you shut the two eyes, you shut time and space. Now you don't experience time. Now you don't experience space. You're only experiencing thinking about time and thinking about space. The moment you shut your eyes, you shut yourself from all external things. And this is the first step to be happy. Because the moment the eye sees something and it registers something, and that something sometimes you like and sometimes you dislike. So all your problems starts with the eyes. And the yogic teaching mentions the first thing you want to be happy, start closing your eyes. Beautiful, my friends. Spine straight and eyes closed. Now I want you to powerfully, loudly inhale through the straw. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Okay, my friends, open your eyes. What if I tell you, most of you inhaled and exhaled wrong? You inhale and exhale wrong. The basics of life, which is your breath, is wrong. You will be amazed, 80% of humanity inhales and exhales wrong. And some of you are in part of those 80%. So when you inhale, the breath goes in, and the prana, the chi, the vital force, goes in, stomach must expand. So I want you to take your right hand and put it on the navel first. And when you inhale, your stomach must expand. And when you exhale, your stomach must contract. And if you're doing opposite, whatever you have, you will never be happy. You know why? Because the basics of life. When you were born as a child, when you started to inhale and exhale, you look at a child. When a child inhales, the stomach expands and stomach contracts. After puberty, you break yourself from the natural flow. And that's when all the problems, hormone changes, your rebel starts because you have disconnected from the navel. So most of us, especially in our teenagers, in our youthful life, our breath is wrong, due to which we may have everything, but yet something stays missing. And that is the reason, because your breath is not deep and your breath is not going to the navel center. Now, when you inhale, I want you to expand your navel, and when you exhale, I want you to contract your navel. Okay, let's do it. For now, open your eyes and just put it here. Okay, be with me, my friends. I know some of you are looking question mark, what is happening? But bear with me, the next 30 minutes, your life will change. And if you can take this tool back home, I can write it for you. Your life has 60% problems will disappear, because nobody can solve your 100% problems. And even if you can solve your 60% of problems, you have already lived a successful life. Okay, here, now when the breath goes in, your stomach expands. Look at me. Let's try that. Okay, you are already inhaling, exhaling wrong. Okay. Okay, very good. Okay, you are trying your level best. Okay, try. Come on. Your navel must move. If your navel don't move with your breath, you are stuck in life. You are stuck in negativity. Come on, try that. Your stomach must expand. As you inhale, your navel must come out, and as you exhale, the navel must go in. Let's try that for a few seconds. Very good. Okay, let's try it together. Put it here. Okay, inhale. Let's try that again. The Sufi masters, they say, Bulle Shah, una Rab ki pauna jede lende sa kaputte hu. ਇਹ ਕਪੁੱਠੇ ਸਾਹ ਨੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਹ ਕਪੁੱਠੇ ਨੇ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਾਹ ਪੁੱਠੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜੀਵਨ ਵੀ ਪੁੱਠਾ ਹੈ। You can never be happy, my friends. I'm teaching you one of the most basic things. Okay, let's try one more time. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Okay, close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, loudly inhale. Loudly exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Eyes closed. Powerfully inhale. Loudly exhale. Powerfully inhale. Powerfully exhale. Deeply inhale. Deeply exhale. Deeply inhale. Hold your breath. 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 And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Loudly inhale. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Hold your breath and tense your body. Tense your body. Tense your eyes. Tense your two eyes. Hold the breath and tense your two eyes. And exhale. Very slowly open your eyes. We just did 8 breaths. 0.01% shift or more is really experienced. When your navel moves, your mind will move. If you are stuck, you are stressed, you are depressed, no path, the reason is your breath is not touching the navel. This is one of the most simplest and powerful tool. I'm going to dive deeper into this. So all these, the next part of the Kriya, we're going to do the same thing. You're going to inhale to the navel and you're going to exhale from the navel. It should be as loudly as you can, as powerfully as you can. When you can hear the sound of your own breath, when you can hear the sound of your own breath, you will not hear the chattering of your mind. And now all you hear about life is the chattering of life, chattering of your mind. You don't experience life. You only think about life. You understand this? You are not experiencing life. You are thinking about life. And that transcendence happens when you start hearing your breath. The moment you hear the breath, you will be amazed. In the sound of your breath, you will hear the ocean. In the sound of your breath, you will hear the sound of the winds. All the elements can be experienced inside this. So make sure your navel moves. Now we're going to do this whole Kriya for 3 minutes continuously. I'm going to tell you to hold the breath. When I say hold your breath, you hold your breath. When I tell you to tense the different parts of your body, you tense your different parts of the body. Where is memory? Can somebody tell me where is memory? Where is memory? Tell me, where is memory? Okay, here. Anybody else? Where is memory? Beautiful. The memory is not here. This is your navigation. This is navigation. Mind navigates. Mind channels. Memory is in the body. It's called muscle memory. What's it called? Muscle memory. And then you have bio memory. When you are stuck in life, your muscle memory and your bio memory, you are stuck. And the only way to release yourself of your muscle memory, when you are hurt, this part of the body starts to feel pain. When you have a lot of responsibilities, your shoulders start to hurt. And we say in Punjabi, modyan te paar pੈ ਗਿਆ, ਸਾਰਾ ਭਾਰ ਮੋਢਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਆ ਗਿਆ. Whenever you have a lot of responsibility, shoulders will start to hurt. Whenever you have pain, fear, your navel will start to hurt. And whenever you are stuck in the past, your lower back will start to hurt. So memory, emotions is not here. Emotions is in the body. And this Kriya I'm going to share with you, you will feel lighter because you will be able to release your muscle memory and your bio memory. Let's close our eyes and start our journey. And for the next 2.5 to 3 minutes, bear with me, close your eyes. And as loudly as you can, as powerfully as you can, I want you to inhale and exhale. When I tell you to become tense, you become tense. We will be tensing the feet, then we will tense the legs, then we will tense the thighs, and then the stomach, and all the way up into your skull. Just sincerely do this for the sake of doing this, because the universe have brought you here and there's a reason for it. This tool is a lifelong tool which you will use for the rest of your life, and I guarantee you, you will start solving your own problems. Okay, spine straight and eyes closed, and loudly inhale, loudly exhale, powerfully inhale, powerfully exhale. Inhale the breath, exhale the breath. Inhale the universe, exhale the universe. Inhale the universe, exhale the universe. My friends, inhale, hold the breath, hold the breath, hold the breath. If you cannot hold your breath, you cannot hold life. And if you cannot hold life, you will never be alive. And exhale. Powerfully inhale, hold. I want you to tense your 2 feet. Tense your 2 feet. Your 2 feet. Tense. Some of you will not be able to do it. Why? Because you don't know you have memory in the feet. You are only in the head. You are stuck in your head. You are not experiencing the holisticness of life. And exhale. Loudly, powerfully inhale. And please hold your breath. Hold your breath. Hold your life. I want you to tense your 2 legs. Squeeze and tense your 2 legs. Your thighs. Your 2 legs. Your knees. Your legs. Tense. Hold the breath. Hold the breath. And exhale. Loudly, powerfully inhale. And my friends, hold the breath. Hold the breath. And pull your navel in. Squeeze your stomach area. Squeeze your stomach area. Pull the navel in. Hold the breath. Hold the breath. You are changing, you are repatterning the whole memory cells in your body. Such is the science of your body and the science of your breath. And exhale. Keep up. One more time. Loudly inhale. And hold your breath. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. And tense your shoulders. Tense your shoulders. Tense your shoulders. Nobody is looking at anybody. Everybody's eyes is closed. My eyes are closed. We are individual now. Tense your shoulders. Tense your shoulders. Hold your breath and exhale. Loudly, powerfully inhale and hold. And please tense your both hands and your arms. Make your hands into tight fist. Muthiyan band kar lo. Tense your 2 feet. Tense your 2 hands. Make it into a fist. Squeeze. Make your hands into fist. And your 2 shoulders. And exhale. Loudly, powerfully inhale. And hold your breath. Tense your face. Tense your jaws. Tense your tongue. You hold a lot of memory here. You hold a lot of negativity here. And exhale. Loudly, powerfully inhale. And hold your breath. And tense your 2 eyes. Nobody is looking at anybody. Squeeze the 2 eyes. Tense the 2 eyes and exhale. Loudly, powerfully inhale. Hold. And tense your 2 temples. Pudpadiya, the sides. Your 2 ears. Hold the breath and tense the 2 ears and exhale. One more time. Loudly, powerfully inhale. And hold. Tense your skull. Those of you who are not doing it, please do it. It will totally transform you. Tense your skull, and exhale. We are almost done, my friends. Powerfully, loudly inhale. Hold. And tense your whole face now. Tense your whole face. Breath is held. Life is held. Your whole body will start to reprogram. Some of you will feel hot. Some of you will feel heated up. Hold, and exhale. My friends, loudly, powerfully inhale. And hold and squeeze your spine. Squeeze and hold the breath and tense your spine. Tense your back. Hold, and exhale. Almost done, my friends. Powerfully inhale and hold and squeeze and tense your whole body from head to toe. Make your hands into tight fist. Your legs are tense, your knee tense, your face, your eyes, your skull, your back, your shoulders, your stomach, and exhale. Loudly inhale. hold, squeeze and tense the whole body from head to toe. Head to toe. Do it, my friends. Do it, friends. Do. Hold. Your body, your breath, your life, your tool. I'm just sharing it with you. And exhale. We are almost done. Powerfully inhale. Powerfully exhale. Loudly inhale. Loudly exhale. Deeper inhale. Deeper exhale. Louder inhale. Louder exhale. Loudly inhale. Loudly exhale. Keep up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold, and squeeze and tense the whole body. Make your hands to tight fist. From the feet all the way up to your skull. Every part of your body tense. Muscle memory, reprogramming, repatterning. Your emotions will change. Your life will change. Your breath will change. And your life will change. And exhale. Keep up. We're almost there. Loudly inhale. And loudly exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Deeply inhale. Deeply exhale. Those of you, the breath not making noise, make noise. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Squeeze and tense the whole body. Squeeze and tense the whole body. Your two eyes. Tense your two eyes. Tense your forehead. Tense your forehead. A lot of tension. A lot of tensions in the forehead. A lot of tension in the skull. Squeeze and tense the whole body. We almost done, my friends. And exhale. Last round. Powerfully inhale. Powerfully exhale. Inhale the breath. Exhale the breath. Inhale the universe. Exhale the universe. Inhale the ocean. Exhale the oceans. Inhale the sky. Exhale the skies. Inhale the fire. And exhale the fire. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Loudly inhale. Loudly exhale. And inhale. Hold. Squeeze and tense the whole body from head to toe, every part of your body. My friends, be with me. This is the last few seconds. Hold. Squeeze the body. Tense the body. Make your hands into tight fist. Jive gussa nahi aanda. Tense. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Hold, squeeze and tense the whole body. Those of you who have not done anything, please do. These are the last 3 breaths we're going to take. Tense the body. Hold your breath and tense your body. Transform your own life and exhale. 3 more times. Inhale. Hold, squeeze and tense your whole body from head to toe. Head to toe. Your eyes. Tense. Your forehead. Your face. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Hold, squeeze and tense the whole body. Squeeze and tense the whole body from head to toe. Make your hands into tight fist. Every part of your body is tense. Hold, and exhale. Last time. Inhale loudly and hold the breath and squeeze and tense the whole body. Squeeze and tense the whole body from head to toe. Make your hands into very tight fist, like you are totally filled up with tension. Squeeze, tense your 2 eyes and exhale. And very slowly open your eyes. Okay. You saw the difference? It was just a few breaths. It is your breath, it is your body, it is your intention. And this is all you need to recharge yourself, to revamp yourself. Whenever you have confusion, whenever you don't know what to do this simple breath exercise. What we did, my friends, we inhaled and we exhaled to the navel. Number 1. Number 2, I inhaled and I held my breath. Whose breath? Your breath. And you held your breath and then you tense your 2 feet and then you exhale. Then again you loudly inhaled and you held your breath and you tense your 2 legs. And like that you went all the way up. Your muscle memory starts to change. Your whole memory will start to recharge and repattern. If you can do these every day, just for 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening, and whenever you need to revamp and reboot yourself, Life, you need to reboot yourself. And this is the art and the wisdom of rebooting yourself. And once you do it in the evening, my friends, you will be amazed. Big problems, big problems will become small problems. Your problems won't disappear. It will still be there. But big problems will become small problems. And that can be done just with the coming and the going of the breath. So this is a simple tool, a very powerful technique that has been coming down from thousands and thousands of years from the tradition of the yogis, of the gurus, of the great masters of this land. Now, I'm going to open up to you guys. If you have any question, anything about life you want to discuss, or any solution that you may be looking for life, I'm going to open up if you have any question, even in relation to this kriya that we just did, or anything in general. You'll spend a few moments in interaction. So it's not just me coming here and talking and talking and talking, but it should be an interaction. I want to make myself as much available to you as well. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. Now, any questions, my friends? Don't be shy.
Sir, I have seen one of your documentaries that featured in Gaya, the Yogic Paths. So from there I learned that you went to the Himalayas. So sir, I wanted to know your experience of going to that far, and was there any hidden knowledge or mystical knowledge there, or it's something which you found yourself within your own self?
Yeah, I think once upon a time, it was true that you have to go to the Himalayas and you will find something. But today, most of the people in the Himalayas, they are just as lost as you are. So I went up, I experienced, it was a very shallow. Of course, there were good sages and sadhus that I met, but most of them were just, like Babas, not really awakened beings. Yeah, so then I came back, and in fact, I ran away from home 3 times. And each time I didn't find the right person in the Himalayas, and each time I was caught and brought back home. And then I was made to study, and then I completed my studies, and deep down in my heart I always wanted to experience the Himalayas. Then a time came, I met my master, my teacher, and then I realized the Himalayas that I was finding outside was inside me, and that completed my journey. So ultimately the Himalayas is inside. The Himalayan cave is your mouth. So once you know how to control this is the Himalayas, this is the Mount Everest. And then most of the time we are never in the mouth. We are not conscious of what we speak. This is called Gyan Gufa. So the Gyan Gufa, the Gyan tradition that once upon a time bloomed in the Himalayas, at this moment it can bloom in your mouth the moment you start making the reference from here to here, and automatically your speech and your words becomes conscious. So the wisdom that all of us are finding is ultimately inside you, and that completed the journey, and the journey still continues. Okay, next, anything else, my friends?
So, what is awakening?
Awakening. You see, most of us, we are never fully alive. In the beginning I mentioned, most of us, we are not living, we are thinking about living. We are not alive, we are thinking about life. I repeat, I have to go slow. Awakening. Most of us, we are thinking about life. There is a whole science of experiencing life without thinking. It's called Jivan. Jivan. And there's a sutra in the Sri Guru Granth. Somebody asked, what is God? And the Guru replied, Jivana, Har Jivana. God is the experience of fulfillment of life. When you can become fully alive without the reference of your head. Every time you experience something in life, there's always a reference through the head. And that becomes segmented. Outside is whole. But then when the mind looks at it, it always segments. Even when you take a picture, and when you bring back the picture at home, you put a frame. You always have a frame onto life. The moment you deframe the life without the reference of thinking, if you can see a tree. Have you ever seen a tree? You're only thinking about the tree. Have you ever seen the glass of water? You're only thinking about the water. Krishna says, I am the quince in the water. You know that after we drink, the quenching of the thirst, Krishna says, I am that. But have you ever experienced it? It was so much available, but because you were thinking and thinking, thinking and drinking, thinking and doing everything, so you have segmented your life into just thinking and thinking about life. And this thinking becomes so weird that you go into stress and depression. There's a sutra in the Sri Guru Granth. The Guru says, Socha sochna ho bhai. Thinking and thinking and thinking about life is not going to give you the experience of life. So when you can experience the directness and the aliveness and the pureness of life, that is called awakening. When for the first time you will see the flying of the birds. Have you seen the flying of the birds? No. You only think about the flying of the birds. You have never seen just the bird flying without the reference of your thought. Everything is in reference to your thought. There is an experience of life which is called direct experience of life. It's called direct experience. It's called darshan. What is it called? Darshan. Darshan means to experience life without the reference of your head. Because whenever a reference comes, your reference will say this is good, this is wrong, this is right, this is not right. I like this, I don't like this. So your reference divides the holisticness, and that is the reason for the suffering. So awakening is when you can experience ordinary life. Today, for the first time, you saw or you felt your breath. And during that feeling of the breath, did you still remember your story? Your story disappeared. In that process, your story disappeared. You forgot your name. You forgot your parents' name. You forgot your problems. And you forgot your solutions. That was awakening. That's it. It's not something special. It is the most ordinary thing. Look around. Everything is awakened. Just that we are segmenting that awakening and dividing it into duality. I hope that answers the question.
In spiritual lines, sometimes awakening is just related with opening of the third eye.
Yeah, that is in the books. Yeah, in the books you will find third eye opening, 10th eye opening, heart center opening. Just put it that away. That is too much bookish. You have to experience it alive from your own experience. It does not mean if one person experience, what is the third eye awakening? It's not that there's something third eye opens up. You want to experience third eye? Everybody want to experience third eye? It's very simple. They make it very complicated. Your eyes open, right? Do you see? Do you see? Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, do you see? Do you see anything? Do you see anything? No. Okay, open your eyes. When you open your eyes, you saw. When you close your eyes, you still see. You see darkness. You see? Okay, close your eyes and see now. Close your eyes. Do you see darkness? Okay. Everybody saw that? Okay. Your eyes were closed. Okay, open your eyes. Your eyes were closed. Who saw it?
Mind is seen.
Mind is being seen. Mind don't see. Mind don't see. Mind is being seen. Your thoughts don't see. Your thoughts are being seen. Your body is being seen. Your dreams are being seen. The seer in you. This is your third eye. I hope this makes sense. Eyes open, you saw. Close eyes, you're still seeing. Who is seeing? Your eyes are closed. Your thoughts are coming and going. Who is seeing this? That is your third eye. Left eye is time. Right eye is space. And this is the eye which is beyond time and space. I repeat. Left eye is time. Right eye is space. In Sanskrit, this is called Ka-alya. Kalya. Kal. Kal. It is called Kal. Ka-alya. Ka-alya. This is Kal. And it is seeing time and space. When you close your eyes and you see, that is Mahakal. This is Kal. I close my eyes. I see the darkness. and the seer of the darkness is called Mahakal. So this is called, eyes closed, don't you see the darkness? That is called Mahakal. Krishna is dark complexion, right? Krishna is dark complexion. And you know what does Krishna means? Krishna means Krashunya. Krashunya. Krashunya means black hole. Krashunya means black hole. And the black hole is the source of everything. And Krishna says, I am the source of everything. You want to see the black hole? You want to see Krishna? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. See. 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 You see that darkness? You see that black hole? You see the black hole right in front of you? That black hole, from these all your thoughts are taking birth. And into these all your thoughts are dying. All your problems are coming out of these. And all your solutions are coming out of these. And this black hole is Krashunya. Krashunya. Open your eyes. That is Krishna. That is Krishna. The dark space. The dark Lord, they call it. And that is Krishna. देखने वाले ने हर रंग में तुझको देखा. पत्ता पत्ता देखा था, पता मेरा मैं ही था जो देख ना सका. You understand? So that is Krishna. And that is Kal, and that is Mahakal, and that is life, and that is the third eye. But when you put it into the books, you have to put a lot of masala around it. So then we do say these, that. But the experience of third eye, the experience of the divine is simple as opening eyes and closing eyes. I repeat, we started off. I hope you understood this. When we open the eyes, right, you are experiencing time and space. So from here to here, there is space. And for me to move from here to here, there is time, right? And then when you close your eyes, the time and space was stopped being experienced. You were only now thinking of time and space. You get that? When you close your eyes, you go beyond time and you cannot experience time and space. You can only think about time and space. That is the power of the two eyes given to you. When you know how to close the eyes, you immediately go beyond time and space. And all your problems are because of time and space. And all your solutions are there because of time and space. This is the ultimate vision that God has given you. And that is why it is called darshan. Darshan. You know what does darshan means? What does darshan means? Darshan. Darshan means dar. Dar. Shun. Dar means door. Shun means shunya, emptiness. And this is the door that will ultimately bring you to shunya, bring you to emptiness, where you can take away all your problems and all your solutions and all the unwanted luggage and baggage, and you keep throwing them out until you become empty, until you become shunya. And when you become shunya, the divine will reflect itself to you. Jara dekh, everybody understand Punjabi here? Jara dekh mainu. Jara dekh mainu, main ta ha shisha. Odi deed de naal abaad hoya. When you become shunya, you will realize that you are just a shisha, a mirror, and the divine is moving in you. You know, when the mirror, the image in the mirror only moves if the seer is moving. And it seems something is moving in the mirror, but nothing moves in the mirror. Only the person who is reflecting moves, and it seems the mirror is moving. Like that, you are just the mirror. And the movement in you is actually the movement of the divine. So that close is divine to you. Your every movement is the movement of the divine. It is not your movement. You're just a matter. And the one that is moving in you is Chetan, is consciousness. And that is Purusha, and that is the ultimate reality. Okay, so that is your third eye. Anything else, my friends?
But what is a peace? What is a peace and where it is?
I will show you. But it is very difficult to capture. You may capture it, and you may not capture it. Okay, I'm going to try my level best. You know Japji sir? Mool mantra? Mool mantra, Ek Onkar, Sat Nam. There's a sutra, Aad Sach, Jagad Sach, Hai Bhi Sach, Nanak Hosi. Okay, we won't take the whole thing, we'll just take 3 lines and I'll show you what peace is. Punjabi mein puchta. Tu hai happen. Tera ek happen. There is a being in you. there is a sense of being in you, which is called aham. It is called aham. It is called मैं. मैं. This aham wants to become this, and this aham sometimes want to become this. Okay, clear so far? Every moment it is becoming something else than it is self. Okay, this aham, this मैं, okay, just pure being, you without your story. Clear? You without your story. You have a story constantly running. Okay, put that away. Just pure being, pure aham. Okay, तू है भी सच। आ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਚ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਇਹ ਸत्य ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਪੀਸ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ ਹੈ। ਪਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਰ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। That is the direct experience. Peace. Got that? That is shanti. Only when you want to become something else, then maya comes in, then suffering comes in. This is, you heard the Mahavakyas of the Vedas, Aham Brahmasmi. Have you heard Aham Brahmasmi? Aham Brahmasmi means I am all, I am totality, I am God. If I ever ask you, Aham Brahmasmi, do you know Brahm? God? Do you know God? Tell me.
God. पूजा करते हैं इसकी तो।
But that is your thinking. It's that an experience? No, right? It's just thinking about God, right? You don't have any experience of God. It's just thinking. Your father, your mother, somebody told you. So it's puja karne tak hi, right? So you don't know God. You don't know Brahm. Okay, put it aside. Aham. Do you know aham? Aham, right? You know this aham? Aham, Brahmasmi. That is Brahm. That is God. That is aham Brahmasmi. Got it? Okay, that is Shanti. I hope that makes sense. Anything else, my friends?
I want to, this practice was very beautiful. हमने practically भी करके देखा. How this works for blind people? Because time and space don't work for them.
Yes. So our whole body, left side is an experience of time, right side an experience of space. Left side is Shakti and right side is Shiva. Purusha and Prakriti. Shiva and Shakti always in union. So every left side is a reflection of time and right side is space. Even the nostrils. When your left nostril is active, chances are you will be more stuck in problems related to time. And when your right nostril is active, chances are you will be more indulging into problems related to space. Even your hands. If you have a lot of tension in your body related to time, then your left side chances are will be more hurt and chances are your left side will have more problems. Even the weight in your body on the left side is different from the right side. Even the two eyes, left eye sometimes is lighter than the right eye. Even your two arms, one side is lighter and one side is heavier. Even your 2 feet, one side is lighter, one side is heavier. So I just took the reference of the breath, but although it can, every part of the body can be taken reference. Okay, so now, next.
Sir, what is meditation and what is the right way to do it?
Just what we did just now. This is meditation. I know you will learn many ways on the internet and all that. So it's good if you can practice all that, but this is the simplest, powerful, and the most immediate experience. This is meditation and this is the technique. Just do this for 3 months, your life will change. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 whenever you need a rebooting of life, and 5 minutes to the end of the day. If you can increase this every once a while, if you can, my friend, if you can do these 31 minutes in the morning, 31 minutes in the evening, which people do, which is not a lot, and your navel moves. When your navel moves, you will never be stuck in life. Never. At least psychologically, you will never be stuck. Emotionally, you will never be stuck. Outside, maybe everything will be stuck. But then there is a concept of Chaddi Kala. Chaddi Kala. Why? Because your Kala, energy is here. In the mother's womb, this is where your journey started. But if this stops, then your journey will stop. If this keeps moving, And if you cannot hold your breath, okay, write this somewhere. At the age of 40, read this and you will get the answer. Or even beyond 40. If you cannot hold your breath, if you cannot hold your breath, you cannot experience a fulfillment in life. Never. You may have the biggest car and the biggest house, still something will be missing. Ananda, Anand cannot be experienced unless you know how to hold your breath. And the one who can hold the breath, he can. You heard about Kabir, he was very poor, but he was in bliss. You heard about Ravidas, very poor, but was in bliss because he knew the technology of holding the breath. So holding the breath will always make you happy. There's a sutra in the Sri Guru Granth. Anand paya meri mae, Satguru mein paya. Sadguru means completion. Sadguru means fulfillment. I obtain fulfillment only when I obtain Ananda. And Ananda can only be obtained if you know the wisdom of Pavan Guru. Pavan, this is the wisdom of Pavan.
So sometimes it is said कि अगर आप जैसे breathing exercises करते हो तो मतलब आपका anxiety level कम हो जाता है पर सर मेरा तो नहीं हो रहा मतलब
When you did this now,
yes sir.
now you did it. When we didn't a shift come into your life? Even if it's 0.01%, you cannot deny this. When you do breath exercises correctly and not just opening up a YouTube channel and doing it, one day you do for 4 minutes, one day do 3 minutes, one day you don't do at all, then you do it again. Just do this for 4 minutes, at least for 5 minutes. Your life will change. You have to be regular, and then you have to do at least for 5 minutes and do it in this way that I have taught you. This is, you are not learning this on a YouTube channel, you are not learning this on some Instagram reel. You are learning it from the reel of life. It has shifted me, shifted thousands and billions of people. This wisdom is coming down all the way from Big Bang. Krishna says in the beginning of time, I gave this wisdom to Surya, to God, the sun god. And then the wisdom came down. And this is the wisdom that has been handed down from the divine. Okay? Do this, you will find a shift. But please do it sincerely, at least for 3 months, every day, at least for 5 minutes, you will see a shift. And you did experience the shift right now. You cannot deny that. Even if it is 0.1%, but I'm sure it's more than that. Okay? Next.
So sometime our professional teaching, educational institute like university, and they train us to think. And they train us to think in a linear way.
This is the British way. This is the British way. It is not the system of the East. In the past, when we went to Gurukuls, they didn't teach us to think. They teach us samadhi. They teach us to be empty. Because when you are empty, there's a possibility of anything. Anything can bloom. Anything can be there when it is empty. But if you start thinking, you can only be stuck in a certain parameter, in a certain thought pattern. So the way of the East is different. If you were to ever attend the wisdom of a Gurukul or the way how this wisdom was handed down in the ancient times, you will see we are not interested in thinking. We are interested in emptiness. Only when you are empty. You saw this movie? It's called The Man Who Knew Infinity. It is a South Indian, what's his name? Anybody remember? He was a mathematician whose formulas... Ramanujam, right? Am I pronouncing it correctly? You should see this movie. The Man Who Knew Infinity. He would go into trance. He didn't go to school. He was not taught how to think. He will sit in front of the goddess and all the formulas will come. And when he went to Cambridge, they asked him, sir, how do you know this? He said, my mother talks to me. My mother talks to me. Prakriti, Devi talks to me. And that is the wisdom. And look at the depth of the wisdom he obtained, not through thinking, but through becoming empty. And so every day you must spend some moment becoming empty. If this room is empty, I can put anything here. And if this room is not empty, I cannot put anything here. So the process of awakening is not constantly thinking and thinking. And those of you who read Japji in the morning, the first sutra in the Japji is Socha Sochna. You cannot think and think and think and solve your problems. Your problems are only solved. If you're thinking too much, your problems become expanded more and more and more. And once a while, if you stop thinking, you immediately get the solution. So the solution came not because of thinking, but came because your thinking and thinking suddenly stopped, and the solutions come in emptiness, not in constant chattering of the mind. So this is the Western way, where they want to make us robots and where they wanted to make us clerks. During the Industrial Revolution, they wanted the whole world, and especially people in the East, to become clerks and serve the white man. But things are different now. They are serving us. We don't need to serve them anymore. Okay, what else?
So what is the purpose of the life and why we were born?
Actually, it's a very big question. Sometimes answers only come when you have reached a certain level, and I think at this moment the purpose of life is to get a good degree and and settle your life. I think that is the purpose for you. But then there is a higher purpose which will come to you when the time is right. I can go and explain to you higher purpose is to do this, do that, but you can only think about it. So according to every time, every situation, there's a different purpose. But then there's an ultimate purpose, which I don't want to discuss here, because your purpose here now is to obtain a degree and become successful, and then slowly have a family and help to run the whole world. Okay. Anything else?
योगी जी, जो लास्ट सवाल थे इनके भी और जो इनके पहले भी सवाल थे कि हम एक कॉन्शियस लाइफ नहीं जी सकते क्या, जिसमें हमारे ब्रेथ जैसे आपने बताया उसी तरीके से हम लेते रहें? क्योंकि हमारे स्कूल में टीचर ने बताया कि छाती फुला के रहो, यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन लेते रहो, और अभी आपने फिर अपसाइड डाउन कर दिया, बड़ी मुश्किल से सीखा था एक। और दूसरा जैसे इनका सवाल था कि जो कॉन्शियसनेस है वो लाइफ में एक हमारी जर्नी का हिस्सा क्यों नहीं बन सकती, कि एक हम हर मोमेंट ही कॉन्शियस रहें,
जिंदगी। ओके, एवरीबॉडी विथ मी, एवरीबॉडी हियर। ओके, इनहेल एंड एक्सेल, one more time loudly, inhale, exhale, one more time, inhale, hold, squeeze and tense your whole body, make your eyes tense your forehead, and exhale, open your eyes. जिंदगी खुद इबादत है, जिंदगी खुद इबादत है, मगर होश नहीं, होश नहीं। इबादत देखो, सारी कुछ इबादत हो रही है, प्राणायाम हो रहा है, मंत्र बोले जा रहे ने, योग हो रहा है, कनेक्शंस हो रहा है, कोई इस तरह बैठा है, कोई इस तरह आसन च बैठे ने, सारी पृथ्वी ही योग विच है, सारी पृथ्वी यूनियन विच है, और असी सब एक कहाँ, वी आर ऑल वन। You may think this is philosophy. You want to experience this oneness? This is breath. This is oxygen, prana, whatever. From here, this breath comes into me and becomes me. Okay? From here, this breath goes into you and becomes you. From here, it goes into you and becomes you. When it comes to me, it becomes me. When it goes into you, becomes you. But if it doesn't go into you, doesn't go into me, breath is life. Breath is life. I am life. You are life. When this breath goes into you, you become your story. I become my story. What if this breath don't go into me and don't go into you? This breath which becomes our story, over here all of us are one story. Understand? I hope this makes sense. When this breath goes into you, it becomes you, it goes into me, becomes me. What if this breath never goes into you, never goes into me? You and me are one here. This oneness, we are all one. Only when this breath goes into me, it becomes me, becomes into you, becomes you. Here we are all one. This oneness is called Ik Oankar. What's this called? Ik Oankar. Here we are all one. This is one God. Becoming uncountable Maya, uncountable Jivas. So when you start becoming conscious of this, look, you just inhaled God. And it's not a belief. Are you believing this or is this real? It is real. So you don't need to believe in God. You need to experience God, this oneness that's coming. When you start inhaling and exhaling consciously, and when you start moving your body, exercise, healthy lifestyle, these two things together will give you the experience of Zindagi khud ibadat hai magar hosh nahi. When your breath is right and when your posture is right. Two things, please, please, please. Don't that I think I have wasted my time here. I came 1.5 hour drive from here. Tomorrow I'm going to Patna Sahib. A day before also I was here. I having a sore throat. Still I came. So two things you must take back. Two things you must take back. One is posture, spine straight. From today onwards, write somewhere. My posture, my spine always have to be straight. When the spine is straight, knowingly, unknowingly, immediately there's a shift in your mind. And the second is your breath have to be deep. Now, I want to just dive deeper into this about the consciousness of becoming life. Whenever you are stuck in the past, I give you a secret today. Whenever you are stuck in you cannot let go of the past. Knowingly, unknowingly, your spine is slightly bent back. That's why you are stuck in the past. You cannot be stuck in the past if your spine is straight. Even these chairs that the Western world has given us is always here. And we always stuck in the past. We never move forward. Always in the back. You sit like this, you will always be stuck in the back. But sadly, this is the chairs we have, these are the cushions we have. We have no choice because the whole technology was destroyed. The wisdom was destroyed. The wisdom is very simple. Whenever you are constantly thinking about the future, knowingly, unknowingly, your spine is slightly bent forward. Then only you can constantly and continuously think about the future. If not, you cannot project the future. You got that? So if you are stuck in the past, know that somehow the other your spine is always bent a bit back. That's why you are stuck. You cannot be indulged. You cannot be lost in your past problems unless your spine is slightly turned back. And you cannot be lost in the projection of the future unless your spine is slightly moved forward. Now, I add another thing. Almost done. If you, all the mistakes in your life and all the stupidity in your life that you have ever done was when your spine was slightly towards the right. All the errors in your life was done when your spine was slightly towards the right. And whenever there's clarity, your spine is always slightly moved towards the left side. Left sides bring clarity. Right side will bring a bit of confusion in life. If you're confused in life, always confused. Whatever happens, you're confused. Because you're sitting maybe like this all the time. Like this. Some people stand like this. You don't know how to stand. So if your spine is like this, you will be like this only. So now, if your spine is straight, you go into neutral mind. And these are yogic science. This is not belief. There are experiments done in this. A lot of experiments are done by Harvard University, Cambridge University, Oxford University. That which we see as superstitions. Thanks to Baba Ramdev, India started doing yoga. But before that, yoga was like something in the past, a superstition thing. Now everybody do it because people in the Hollywood is doing. So somebody in the Hollywood is doing, we also have to do it. But this is our science. And this is being researched. So my friends, two wisdom that you need to bring back home in order to bring a transformation into your life is one is spine straight and one is deep breathing. And every once in a while, please do exercise. Running, jogging. One of the best exercise, okay? If you can afford, get a trampoline. You know what's a trampoline? Small children jumping, trampoline. Trampoline is the highest yoga exercise. You will never be sad if you every day do trampoline. What happens? When you do trampoline, you fly up into the skies. And you are staying in the skies all the time. A lot of prana is there. And all the organs in the body starts to readjust. As you age, the organs in the body loses their position. And because they loses their position, there's a slight movement in your organs inside. And then you have this pain and that pain and do this pain. And if you keep doing trampoline for the whole life, your organs will automatically be in the right location, and you will be less unhealthy and less painful life as compared to others. So these are the two things that I have come to share with you. I hope it made sense. Any last questions before I end the session?
So what is the concept of Kundalini?
Very heavy questions. I know on the net they will tell you a lot of Kundalini, that, this. Kundal, what does Kundal means? Kundal means Kundal ke beh jana na taraf, Kundal ke changi tarah beh jana. ਕੁੰਡਲਾਂ ਚ ਪਾ ਲੈਣਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ, ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਚ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਚ ਪਾਈ ਜਾਣਾ, ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਸੋਚੀ ਜਾਣਾ। ਗੱਲ ਛੋਟੀ ਜੀ ਸੀ, ਪਰ ਵਾਰ-ਵਾਰ ਸੋਚ ਕੇ ਕੁੰਡਲ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਕੁੰਡਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹਿ ਗਏ ਬਸ। ਤੇ ਲੀਨੀ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਕਰਨਾ, ਟੂ ਸਟ੍ਰੇਟਨ। ਸੋ ਕੁੰਡਲਨੀ ਮੀਨਸ ਟੂ ਸਟ੍ਰੇਟਨ ਯੋਰ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ, to solve your problems. That is called Kundalini. Although in the books you will find as a snake in the spine go up, I can talk about it, but it won't make any sense to you because you will never experience the snake. But then if I tell you about problems, yes, your problem you are facing every day, so I'm making it practical for you. So Kundal is when you unnecessarily put Kundal of all the problems, all small problems, continuously thinking about it and wiring it. And Lini means to straighten it. The wisdom to straighten your problems is called Kundalini. Okay, next.
So, ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਧਿਆਨ ਲਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਉਦੋਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਆਪਣਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਇੱਧਰ ਉੱਧਰ ਭਟਕਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਤੇ ਉਹ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ?
ਹੁਣੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਵਾਸ ਲਏ ਸੀ ਨਾ, ਸਵਾਸ ਰੋਕੇ ਸੀ ਨਾ, ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਕਰੋ, ਕਿਤੇ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾ, ਆ ਹੀ ਆ ਧਿਆਨ ਬਸ। ਇਨਹੇਲ ਕਰੋ, ਹੋਲਡ ਕਰੋ, ਟੈਂਸ ਕਰੋ, ਧਿਆਨ ਕਿਤੇ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਨਹੀਂ। ਇੱਕ ਸਰੀਰ ਦੇ ਅੰਗ ਨੂੰ ਟੈਂਸ ਕਰੋ, ਧਿਆਨ ਕਿਤੇ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਨਹੀਂ। ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਕੀ
ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਵੀ ਐਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਨੇ ਬੈਠਦੇ ਆ ਉਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਇਦਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ।
ਹਾਂ, ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਵੀ ਧਿਆਨ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਦੂਰ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ, ਤਾਂ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ 5 ਮਿੰਟ ਇਹਦੀ ਕਿਰਿਆ ਕਰੋ, ਫਿਰ 30 ਮਿੰਟ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਰਹੇਗਾ, 30 ਮਿੰਟਾਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਫਿਰ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਏਗਾ, ਫਿਰ 5 ਮਿੰਟ ਕਰੋ, ਫਿਰ 30 ਮਿੰਟ ਬੈਠੋ, ਬਸ। ਦੈਟਸ ਆਲ, ਦੈਟ ਇਜ਼ ਦੀ ਸੋਲੂਸ਼ਨ। ਇਹ ਕੋਈ ਪਰਮਾਨੈਂਟ ਸੋਲੂਸ਼ਨ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇ ਸਕਦਾ। ਇਹ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੋਲੂਸ਼ਨ ਮਿਲ ਗਈ ਆ, ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਰੋ ਔਰ ਆਪਣਾ ਮਾਰਕ ਕੇ ਬਤਾਓ।
Sir, what I understood कि आप चाहते हैं कि हम unnecessary सोचना बंद करें।
Beautiful.
This is the main problem, जो सारी problems की
Exactly.
जड़ है।
Exactly.
तो कबीर जी ने तो कभी कहते हैं कि he was awakened kind of being, तो उन्होंने तो शायद meditation की नहीं, तो is the meditation is the only solution और या फिर?
I think you don't understand what I'm saying. Meditation is जिंदगी खुद इबादत है. That is meditation. You saw she asked me Kundalini. I didn't go into chakras. I told her directly about life. She asked me about the third eye. I didn't go again open Shiva's eyes here. No, I directly gave her the experience. I brought that here. That's what Kabir brought. He said, Tum bolo. Kabir went to the scholars. Tum bolo, kagaj ki lekhi. Tum bolo, kagaj ki lekhi. Main bolu aankhon ki pekhi. I am speaking that which I saw. And this is the teachings of Kabir. Kabir didn't do all this because he was really fully alive. You're not alive, so I have to teach you how to inhale. I have to teach you how to hold. You don't even know you have feet. I ask you a question. What is closer to you? The tip of your nose or your tip of the toe? Anybody? Don't think. Tell me. What is closer? The tip of the nose, the tip of the toe? Okay. All of you are wrong. You see, this is what I meant. Zindagi khud ibadat hai, magar hosh nahi. You asking about Kundalini, you have the third eye, you don't even know your body. This is as close to you as your toe because this whole thing is you. Tell me, are you less here? Are you more here? Are you more there? Are you less here? This whole thing is as close to you as anything. The nose is as close to you as your toe, and your toe is as close to you as your nose. This whole thing is you. You are divided. You are segmented. Zindagi khud ibadat hai magar hosh nahi. Your body is the sacred. Zindagi, life is coming and going magar hosh nahi. So this is what I meant. I don't like to go into books and all these philosophies. I give you direct experience in relation to you. So I hope that made sense. Satnam. Anything else, my friends?
So whenever we going to practice this kriya,
Practice, yeah.
we have to do with mouth or nose?
Yeah, in the beginning, I always recommend O mouth. You have to do it through the mouth. Although there are exercises we done through the nose, but for this one we do it through the O mouth, and there's a reason behind it. Do it with the O mouth. It will be more powerful, more intensive, and the mind shifts faster. Whenever you are in shock, you inhale through the nose or the mouth. Whenever you stream ecstasy, through the nose or through the mouth? Through the mouth. So mouth creates a faster transformation. Okay. Anything else?
So how to stay consistent in life? मतलब हम कुछ भी सोचते हैं बहुत जल्दी डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाते हैं किसी भी चीज से हमारी किसी भी रूटीन से कंसिस्टेंसी कैसे मेंटेन
How old are you?
मेनली ਸਾਨੂੰ कुछ भी कर आई एम 21
21. So still for you it is okay. It's okay not to be consistent, because after the age of 40 you will be forced to become consistent in everything. So enjoy yourself while you're still in that flow, in that relaxation. So blessings to you, Sadhana. Anything else? Anything else? Okay. So it was my pleasure today to be with all of you. And usually when we end with a sacred naad, with a sacred sound. And this sacred sound is called Satnam. It's called Satnam. Sat means unchanging. Sat means there's something in you which never changes. Something in you. And Nam means presence. Presence. You know, you have a presence. I asked her, hai, presence. So Satnam means unchanging presence. So Satnam means the unchanging presence inside me. It doesn't mean God's name is true. Even if God's name is true, so what? What have it got to do with me? So Satnam means the unchanging presence inside me. It is also known as Shivoham. Shivoham. Satnam and Shivoham means the same thing. I am the totality. I am the unchanging reality. So my friends, if you want, you can join me. You take your right hand, put it here on your chest. And you will be reciting this mantra. We will inhale and we will recite this mantra and we will vibrate our heart. Okay, listen to me first. Nose, inhale. Sa This must vibrate. If it doesn't vibrate, your heart will not open. Okay, let's try one more time. Everybody got that? I want you to open your mouth a bit more so that the vibration, the sound can enter your heart. So the sound is very powerful. When the sound is vibrating in the body, the whole neurons of the body and the whole reprogramming of the body starts to happen. Okay? So the sound have to be vibrated here. Now let's close our eyes and just recite these 3 times. And Satnam means your unchanging presence. What it means? Your unchanging presence inside you, not outside you. Nothing outside, all inside. Okay, eyes closed, put it here. One more time. Okay, through the nose, inhale. And hold your breath and just squeeze and tense your whole body. Make your hands into tight fists. Tense your skull, tense your eyes, tense your forehead. Hold, squeeze and tense every part of your body from head to toe. And exhale. And very slowly open your eyes. So blessings to all of you. It was my privilege today to share with you these powerful sacred tools of your own body, your own mind and your own existence. So sab kich घर में बाहर नहीं बाहर टोला सो भरम पुला है Those who find the fulfillment of life outside of these, they are lost. Only those who experience their own body, their own mind, their own breath know that they have found the way. So blessings to you. And I'm very thankful to Dr. Vinod. We met just a few months ago. And after meeting, there was some clicking, and we have been in constant in touch. And very beautiful projects are in our mind in different fields. And this is our first, interaction today. So I am very thankful to Dr. Vinod and to the entire department for giving me this opportunity to share the secrets of your own being. So blessings to all of you. May Guru Nanak bless all of you with all the health and all the wealth and all the prosperity and the gift of your own essential self. Satnam.
योगी जी, आपने टेस्ट तो लगा दिया है कि हम अपनी जो प्रेजेंस है, अपनी जो बीइंग है, उससे दूर थे, तो अभी पास होने का एक आपने आदत तो लगा दिया है, लेकिन क्या हम इस प्रोग्राम को 2-3 दिन या हफ्ता भर कुछ ऐसा कर सकते हैं जहाँ पे स्टूडेंट एक्सपीरियंस करें?
हाँ, आप बताइए।
हाँ, क्योंकि अभी दिक्कत क्या है कि 1-2 दिन में तो आदत बनती नहीं है, तो बेटर रहेगा कि अगर हम थोड़ा लंबा कुछ प्रोग्राम चलाएं।
हाँ जी, जरूर जी।
और
आप ऑर्गेनाइज करो, हम आएंगे।
हाँ हाँ, ठीक है। तो कितने दिन का होना चाहिए? कितने आप लोग रेडी हैं? 1 week?
I think 1 week is too much for you guys.
21 days I was going to say.
Yeah.
21 days.
Generally, that's what we have been told. I
Mhm.
don't know whether it's a
Yes,
Western thought
yes,
or a
yes.
Indian thought. But
It's a
21
good
days
thought.
if you really need a transformation of anything.
Sure, sure.
क्या होता है योगी जी कि हमने एक दिन किया, उसके दूसरे तीसरे दिन में जाके भूल जाते हैं, और फिर हफ्ते बाद में याद आता है, अच्छा ये आदत चालू किया था,
हाँ
अभी
जी,
गड़बड़ हो गया।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
तो उसको कंटिन्यू रखने के लिए एक कम्युनिटी फीलिंग होनी चाहिए।
हाँ जी, we can do that.
क्योंकि इंडिविजुअल से बात नहीं बनेगी, तो जितने भी स्टूडेंट रेडी हैं, आपस में एक ग्रुप बना के, कुछ स्टूडेंट जो ज़्यादा लंबा जैसे 21 डेज वाले हैं, तो जाके एक बड़े कैंप में हम पार्टिसिपेट करें और वो एज ए ट्रेनर स्टूडेंट को हेल्प करते हैं।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
दैट विल बी
That will be very good. हाँ जी।
और एक हम ट्राई कर रहे हैं कि एक जो हमारा सिलेबस है, उसमें एक पोर्शन रखा जाए एक सेमेस्टर में, हर साल एक छोटा कोर्स हो 3 क्रेडिट या 4 क्रेडिट का, और उसमें ये सारी प्रैक्टिकल चीज़ें हम करें, है ना। उसके मार्क्स वगैरह, जो आपकी एंजाइटी रहती है कि ये करने से मार्क्स तो मिलेगा नहीं, हम क्यों कर रहे हैं, तो उसमें मार्क्स भी मिलेगा, और आपका जो सर्टिफिकेशंस है उसमें भी ये कोर्स एक तरीके से ऑफिशियली आ जाए, है ना? तो उसमें भी आप लोगों का थोड़ा हेल्प चाहिएगा, खासकर जो हमारे सर यहाँ पे पीएचडी के स्टूडेंट हैं, हमारे कुछ फैकल्टी मेंबर्स भी हैं जो पढ़ा रहे हैं,
ठीक है।
और ये पीजीआई में पढ़ा रहे हैं, हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी में भी पढ़ा रहे हैं,
ठीक है।
और पीएचडी के स्टूडेंट हैं जो अलग अलग लेवल पे हैं, अभी
Very
कोई फर्स्ट ईयर, सेकंड ईयर, थर्ड ईयर में, कोई सबमिशन पे भी हैं,
ठीक।
और मास्टर डिग्री के स्टूडेंट भी हैं। तो स्टूडेंट में जो, क्योंकि मैं बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट से मुलाकात करता रहता हूँ इस यूनिवर्सिटी में भी और बाहर भी, तो मेंटल हेल्थ के इश्यू काफ़ी ज़्यादा आ रहे हैं, और कुछ स्टूडेंट मेंटल प्रेशर की वजह से सुसाइडल थॉट में आ जाते हैं। तो हमें कुछ ऐसा माहौल क्रिएट करना है जिसमें वो अपना हार्ट ओपन अप कर पाएँ, और उस जब हार्ट ओपन अप करेंगे तो जाहिर सी बात है कि वो अपने फ्रस्ट्रेशन निकाल पाएंगे, डिस्कशन कर पाएंगे। तो एक ऐसा माहौल के लिए आप थोड़ा बताइए कि हम कैसे करें।
हाँ, रेगुलर, जैसे आपने बोला कि रेगुलर हम सेशन जब शुरू करेंगे, तो जब विजडम, व्हेन वी आर डूइंग दिस एवरी डे, सो आई थिंक देन द हैबिट विल स्टार्ट हैपनिंग, एंड देन आई थिंक अ लॉट ऑफ दिस प्रॉब्लम्स कैन बी सॉल्व्ड। तो रेगुलर करना शुरू करिए आप।
बिल्कुल।
I was just thinking if you can throw some light on what is the thought when we say someone has an addiction and getting out of addictions. Is
Very
that something you can talk about?
Yeah. Actually, I'm very much involved in addictions, both in Canada as well as in Singapore. So I was working, as a psychotherapist, as a counselor for addicted individuals in Singapore under as SANA. It is called SANA, Singapore Anti-Narcotic Association. So where we use both the modern tools as well as the yogic tools. So in the West, actually, even in the universities, even in many, even in prisons, they are now started to implement yogic practices and kriyas because they saw a lot of shift in individuals. So my approach to addictions is a very yogic, approach. So according to the yogic understanding, we have this brain, we have the frontal lobe. The frontal lobe, from the yogic understanding, is associated with addictions. When you are stuck in a certain pleasure, addiction of any kind, even addiction for shopping and whatever, and of course the extreme cases of addictions. So addictions are related to the frontal lobe. So after puberty, the frontal lobe starts to shut off. And as we age, after the age of 40, our frontal lobe is totally shut off. That's the yogic understanding, Of course, the modern science, may have not yet reached to that depth yet, which I believe in the near future they will reach anyways. But we have a lot of success in this. I have a whole manual on addictions and how to solve addiction problems through yogic exercises. We have specific breath exercises. So addictions are due to two reasons. One is your blockage of the frontal lobe, and one is your tongue. So addictions, the desire from the yogic understanding first comes on the tongue. So whenever you are addicted to something, the first thing you get saliva, right? When you see, मुंह च पानी आ जाता addictions ते कोई भी होवे ना. So addiction doesn't start from here. It starts with the blocking of the frontal lobe and the taste of the tongue. So our emphasis is how to activate the frontal lobe again, along with changing your taste of the saliva. So we change the taste of your saliva. When you are angry, your saliva has a certain taste. When you are, in different emotions, every emotion, the saliva is different. When extreme anger, if you taste your saliva, it is bitter. So your emotions start with the taste of the saliva. In Punjabi, chapa कहना ना गुस्सा थुक दे, गुस्सा थुक दे. ਜਦੋਂ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਇਫੈਕਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸਲਾਈਵਾ ਤੇ ਥੁੱਕ ਤੇ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ. So if you can start changing the texture of your saliva, which is done through a specific breathing where you change your taste buds, you can change your taste buds. And if you change your taste buds, at least for that temporary time, the indulgence for the addictions are controlled. All you need to do is change the taste of your saliva, change the taste, your taste buds, because addiction is taste buds. Ultimately, every addiction is a taste, right? So the next one is your frontal lobe. In Sanskrit, frontal lobe is called lalata. The English word light comes from Sanskrit word lalata. Lalata means activated, illuminated frontal lobe. And when this is illuminated, you have that, holo, what do you call it, behind. So that happens when your mastak, it's also known as mastak, जिन्ना मस्तक धुर हर लिखिया. So मस्तक ते सारे लेख दिते जांदे ने, मस्तक ते तुहाडे कर्म छापे जांदे ने. दा मतलब यही आ कि your frontal lobe is the one that gives you direction in life and gives you, you are lost in life is because of the frontal lobe. So we have yogic kriyas where we activate, reactivate, and this has been researched in, have you heard about Maharishi Mahesh Yogi?
Yes.
Maharishi Mahesh Yogi has a university. It's called Maharishi Mahesh Yogi University, where they even teach you how to fly. Where they teach you how to fly. Can you believe this? They teach you how to fly. It's a flying program also. Most of you don't know. But in the West, the Goras, they are learning how to fly. How to make your body light. Not necessarily you're flying up there. The body becomes so light, you go and search on the net. This wisdom, we are lost. We think we have earned a lot because we are following the Western concepts and the Western ideas. Our past was so powerful and so intensive and so progressive that we have totally been, the whole gap was created deliberately so that we lose our roots and lose our wisdom that has been handed for thousands of years. Go to internet and search for yogic flying. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. There's a 12 years program where they teach you how to change the gravitational pull on your body. The gravity effect can be changed by breathing, making your body lighter. Then the effect of gravity is less on you. And when the effect of the gravity is, the whole process is lighter. Life becomes lighter. And do you know why the yogis used to go to the mountains? Because the experience of gravity in the mountain is less. So when you go to a location where gravity is less, your mind can elevate very easily. Those are people who are living in the Pahadi area. They're very relaxed. They're very down to earth. People in the cities are running around with too much gravity. So there's a whole yogic science. So that's what we involve. So we don't just change your mind. We change your entire DNA. And the manuals are there, everything is there. And I'm glad we met Dr. Vinod is here, who is being a channel through this wisdom can slowly be imparted to this great land where this great wisdom was born.
And there is a new science called epigenetics, where they are now researching that these things can even change your DNA.
Beautiful, thank you. Okay, so that is what I can talk, although there's much more. Yeah, addictions.
थैंक यू वेरी मच योगी जी.
थैंक यू जी.
क्योंकि आपको बहुत गले पे भी प्रेशर काफ़ी ज़्यादा है, थोड़ा पानी ले लीजिए. और हम आशा करते हैं कि हमारी ये मुलाकात आगे से आगे होती रहेगी. And we'll be, creating this course. So
Yes.
in future, we'll be imparting new and better courses in the university itself.
Yeah, even if we cannot do it too long, I suggest, because I'm here in November, December, these 2 months I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe even doing a 3 days course.
Okay. That
Friday,
we can
half day Friday, Saturday and Sunday full day.
Mm-hmm.
You will learn such powerful wisdoms that you will be just blown out.
do. Mm-hmm.
It's
This
very
room,
effective.
this room will be enough for this.
I think it's enough. But we need sitting.
We can
below.
remove them.
Sit in the
We can remove the tables.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that,
A table we have to remove. Yeah, maybe have yoga mats and all that. So we will do intensive practices.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
After these 3 days, you will be a different person now when you walk out.
So we want to make this as a tradition in the department, so every new batch can learn.
Very good. And even now, there's a whole research on breath work. Pranayam has been rebranded with breath
Breath
work.
work.
It's pranayam. They call it breath work. It is our wisdom.
But if it will come from Western countries, then we'll accept it easily because they will add something in this masala वो मार
मेरे
के
दिमाग
देते
में
हैं.
ये आ रहा था कि लैंग्वेज का कितना रोल है इस चीज में कि अब उसको आप एक शब्द इस्तेमाल करें या दूसरा इस्तेमाल करें, प्राणायाम बोलें या ब्रेथ वर्क बोलें. एक तो हिस्सा ये हो गया इसका कि आप जिस तक पहुंच रहे हैं उसको क्या भाषा समझ आ रही है. भाई जो इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कम्युनिटी है जिसको ब्रेथ वर्ड समझ में आ रहा है, क्रिया वर्ड का मतलब कुछ करना. तो जो आप कर रहे हैं अगर वो यूनिवर्सल है तो फिर लैंग्वेज का रोल मिनिमाइज हो सकता है.
It is minimized, but can I add to this?
जी प्लीज सर.
You don't know the power of the words you speak. See, every language, everything in this planet, everything you experiencing is composed of 5 elements. Everything, yogic understanding, everything is 5 elements. Everybody know the 5 elements? I'm sure I don't go into that. Yeah. Every personality also, ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਫਲਾਣਾ ਅੱਗ ਵਾ, ਪੂਰਾ ਅੱਗ ਆ ਫਲਾਣਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਧਰਤੀ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਤੇ ਫਲਾਣਾ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹਵਾ 'ਚ ਹੀ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ. ਤੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ 5 ਤੱਤ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਮੁਤਾਬਕ ਸਾਡੀ ਪਰਸਨੈਲਿਟੀ ਬਣਦੀ ਆ. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਗੁੱਸੇ 'ਚ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਹ 'ਚ ਅੱਗ ਜ਼ਿਆਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, ਹੈ ਨਾ. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਹਉਮੈ 'ਚ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਹ 'ਚ ਹਵਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ. ਸੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹ ਨਾਰਮਲ ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਵਰਤਦੇ ਹਾਂ. ਫਲਾਣਾ ਤੇ ਅੱਗ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਲਾਗੇ ਨਾ ਪਈ, ਫਲਾਣਾ ਡਾਊਨ ਟੂ ਅਰਥ ਆ. ਇਵਨ ਇਨ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਡਾਊਨ ਟੂ ਅਰਥ, always in the skies. So the elements are the reason for your personality. So ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸਾਰੀ personality based on the elements. Now every language has a dominating element. Not all languages are same. Some languages are perfect for material gain and evolution of the mind, and some languages are perfect for evolution of consciousness, chetana. For example, if you look at English, the word for the divine is God or divine, nothing else. Maybe a few other words are there. But on our side, we have Govind, we have Rama, we have Gopala. Not only that, we have 1,000 names and much more. So the vocabulary, as far as consciousness is concerned, in the East, our language is more richer as compared to the other. So every language has a dominating. Everybody with me? We almost done. Everybody.
Yes.
So every language has a dominating element. English has a water as a dominating element. English, not just because of colonialization, but if you go, wherever you go, people speak English. Like water, it is available all over. And Punjabi ਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਫਲਾਣਾ ਨਾ ਪਾਣੀ ਵਾਂਗੂ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਬੋਲਦਾ, ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅੱਗ ਵਾਂਗੂ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਬੋਲਦਾ, ਪਾਣੀ ਵਾਂਗੂ ਕਿਉਂ ਬੋਲਦਾ? ਔਰ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਲਦੀ ਬੋਲੋ ਨਾ, ਪਾਣੀ ਦਾ ਸਾਊਂਡ ਆ, ਪਾਣੀ ਦਾ ਸਾਊਂਡ, this is sound, water. So I'm talking about the yogic understanding. So now Punjabi has a lot of air element. Punjabi has a lot of air element. That's why Punjabi is always in the air. ਕੁਝ ਹੋਵੇ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਹਵਾ 'ਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ। French is also a lot of air element. And French, according to all the Europeans, the French are always in the air all the time. They also. Arabic is also air element. Tamil, South Indian languages, they are earth element. And that's why South Indians are the most grounded people in India. You will not find an Indian who is more grounded than the South Indian. They still keep their culture. They still keep their practices. In the West, after a few moments, everything gone. Puja part, we don't even know. But wherever they go, they will have their white mark. They never leave because they are grounded. The language they speak creates the personality. So like that, Sanskrit has a lot of akasha. And that's why it is the language of the gods. It can very easily elevate you. And among all these, now the plus part. You know Sri Guru Granth? And we think the language of Sri Guru Granth is Punjabi. No. Sri Guru Granth, the language is not Punjabi. The Guru Granth Sahib, the Lippi, the font that we use is Gurmukhi. It's not Punjabi, it is Gurmukhi. And the Sri Guru Granth, the language, it is a composition, is a compiled of Hindi, Punjabi, Persian, Sanskrit, Sindhi, Marathi, Bengali, and all the languages. In the Sri Guru Granth, you will find Marathi. In the Sri Guru Granth, when Namdev, he talks Marathi. Bhagat Jayadev is talking Bengali. And this language composition is called Sandhya Bhasha. It's called Sandhya Bhasha. The in-between language, twilight zone. So it is, Sri Guru Granth is not a Punjabi thing. It is a universal thing. It is for everybody. It is not a Sikh thing. It is for the whole world. And that is very important because it contains everything. It has Rama, it is Govinda, it has all the languages. It is a universal thing. But then Punjabi is always, everything they capture and they keep them for themselves. It is time to open up and give this wisdom to the world because it belongs to the world. So the language in the Sri Guru Granth is complete in all the 5 elements because it has everything. So Sri Guru Granth, the sutras are complete balance of the 5 elements. And give an example. All of you, are you with me? I'm sharing your story. I'm sharing your story. I'm sharing your personality. I'm sharing your languages. I'm not putting anything extra to you. The word Vaheguru. Vah is the water of the water element. If you take a bottle and you pour the water out and you listen and the water sound is wah, 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 wah. Take a water bottle with a long head and you pour it out and you will hear wah, 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 wah. So wah is the sound of the water element. He is the sound of the air. Gu is the sound of the earth. If you go to a cave, if you go to a basement and listen. And Ru is the sound of the fire. Natural fire, not your stove fire. Natural fire in the forest. So 4 aksharas and 4 elements. And the silence before Vaheguru and after Vaheguru, that is the sound of the Akasha. So how many elements? 5 elements. So Vaheguru mantra contains the sound of the 5 elements which are our elements. So Vaheguru is not a Sikh thing. This has to be understood. This wisdom is for the entire humanity. And you don't have to be a Sikh to understand this because it was universal. It was meant for everybody. So the Sri Guru Granth, the languages contain the 5 elements is in balance. So I understand on the intellectual level, the languages, I totally agree with you. It's beautiful, I agree with you. But in the deeper science, I was just excited to share the depth of the languages that we have and the words that we speak. When you start speaking Sanskrit, your whole life will change. When you start speaking different languages, it will create a different personality in you. So all the communities, if you look, because of the language they speak, the whole community has a certain aura and a certain personality. So your words are very important, what you speak and what you don't speak. Sat.
गुरुजी 21 डेज कम है आप 3 दिन में तो कर ही नहीं सकते पर ऐसे ये तो आप गलत कर रहे हैं ह्यूमैनिटी के साथ
चलो
ओके जी
तो थैंक यू वी कम टू एन एंड
Yes.
आज का सेशन हमें कंप्लीट करना है क्योंकि बाकी लोग भी इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं जाने के लिए और दिल नहीं कर रहा था एंड करने के लिए, इसीलिए मैं चाह रहा था कि आप सवाल पूछते रहें और बात चलती रहे, लेकिन हर खूबसूरत एक जो फ़लसफ़ा होता है उसका एक आखिरी मुहाना भी होना चाहिए ताकि दोबारा मिलने का मौका हमें क्रिएट कर पाएँ. सो थैंक यू एवरीवन. आप लोगों ने पहले भी थोड़ा इंतज़ार किया, उसमें मैंने आप लोगों को हेल्थ के बारे में थोड़ी स्टोरी सुनाई ताकि आप लोग बैठे रहें और अभी तक भी आपका मुझे लग रहा है उठने का दिल कर नहीं रहा है. मास्टर डिग्री वाले हमारे कई बार स्टूडेंट भागने के फिराक में रहते हैं, आज वो सोच रहे हैं कि ना ही भागा जाए, बैठा ही रह जाए. सो थैंक यू योगी जी, बहुत ही बढ़िया लगा.
थैंक यू
थैंक यू.
थैंक यू.
एक ग्रुप फोटोग्राफ हो जाए योगी जी के साथ में.
इधर खोजिए.
हाँ इधर ये चेयर उधर निकालते